Who's running the meeting? You.
Good afternoon, and welcome to this meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety for the City of Huntington on September 3rd. We will call the meeting to order, beginning with a roll call. Christy?
Mayor Strick is absent. Danielle Albertson.
Present.
Megan Bonbrake.
Present.
Anthony Lesnickia.
Present.
For the first time on the agenda today is the consideration of the minutes of the previous meeting on August 19th. Is there a motion to bring the August 19th minutes to the floor for consideration and adoption?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and second for the adoption of the August 19 minutes. For the discussion of the minutes as presented? Hearing none, we will call to the question in favor of the adoption of the minutes as submitted, indicated by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. On to new business. We have two special event requests. The first item is cross-country event at HU. Do we have a motion to bring that to the floor for consideration and approval?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and second. We have with us today Mr. Cunningham. Would you step forward to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please?
I'm Nick Cunningham, Athletic Director of New Haven Junior Senior High School.
Would you tell us a little bit about the event?
Yes. So this year, we're proposing that on 9/28, that will be our New Haven Classic that has been held at HU for years, and we'd like to kind of return. Total of 60 high schools, 36 junior high schools. With that, we would again be looking at Gragg Street being closed between HU and Stotts Road. We would put signage down on the west end of Stotts Road, just notifying the patrons that that's where a lot of our guests would be crossing. The majority of our patrons would be parking right around Crestview Middle School and Parkview Hospital, and we would be running our race. We should be done by 12 p.m. This year, it's new to us. On 10/19, IHSAA is looking to bring back the sectional and the regional to Huntington. With that being said, they would like us to host. Woodland hosted previously the sectional on their campus. However, they are unable to this year, and with our good works at the Classic, IHSAA has asked us to run the Classic or run the sectional as well, followed by 10/26, which is IHSAA regional. With that, the sectional would be about 15 teams, so it'd be a shorter window of time, again, finishing around noon. And the regional then would be 25 boys and 25 girls teams.
All right. Do we have any questions by our board members for Mr. Cunningham?
Oh, are we reviewing all three dates today? Okay. Got it. You've done this before, right?
Yes.
No problems last year?
No, none at all. And Larry Stemler kind of helps run it and has a great working relationship with HU when it comes to that.
Traffic flow issues or safety concerns that you've
No,
heard of from
no, not
others?
at all. And we bring all of our workers up to pick up the trash and anything that's left behind as well, so we can do a scan of the area.
All right, and we've been through with the department heads and everything like that? Okay. Any other questions from the board members regarding the event? No? All right, well, with that, we'll go to question for approval for the event.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have an all in favor indicating by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so moved. Or all opposed, same sign. All right. All right, and good luck with the event. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, and my mistake, I overlooked one. We added one to the agenda, so we have the Huntington Fire Performers. So we could, motion. A motion to bring the Huntington Fire Performers to the floor.
I move.
Second.
Forgive me, this is my first one. So,
Glad you're doing it, not me.
taking one for the team today.
Doing great.
All right. You could come to the podium. You could state your name and address for the record, please.
What's that? Oh, I'm Scott on Bickle. So Weaver Alchemy is wanting to put on fire performance for the Huntington event on October 19th from 5 to 7. We closed down the corner of Washington and Jefferson. We did it last year. It went over really well. And we talked to Bobby about it being another event this year. So approval. We got approval from the Brick House and they're on board with it. A couple hours.
Any other questions by the board members?
Any feedback from last year that
No, I don't believe so. Yeah, everything went really well last year, and
And I do remember this event last year. It was very cool. Lots of pictures.
yeah.
Seemed like it went really well. And this is for the Huntington event, you
Yep.
said? Okay.
Part of it.
And you said this was from 5 to 7?
Mhm.
Okay. Any other questions from board members regarding the event? No? All right, with that, we'll call for approval from board members.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. And opposed? All right, approved. All right, thank you. Okay. We're done all right so far. And we have a Christmas in the City. Do I have a motion to bring this to the floor?
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion and second. And do we have anyone representing for Christmas in the City? All right, Mr. Kimmel, could you come to the...
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kimmel, if you could state your name and address for the record, please.
I'm back. My name's Steve Kimmel. I'm the Executive Director of the Huntington County Chamber of Commerce, and I've been doing Christmas in the City since 2018, so this is my 7th round. We will be doing Christmas in the City on November 30th, and right now, if you look at the little summary here, we want to close the downtown Jefferson Street and the side streets beginning at 2 o'clock, with no parking signs from the police beginning at 1, so any of the cars that are left, we can get out of there. Jefferson Street will be closed from Park Drive to State Street, just north of the railroad tracks. Washington and Market Streets from alley to alley. So we're not going to go all the way out to Warren or to Cherry. Franklin Street will be closed from Warren to the west side of Jefferson. And I will connect with the street department, the police department, and the fire department to get all this taken care of, because I will need a police escort bringing the fire truck and Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus out of the St. Mary's Church, and then escorting them down to the Rotary Centennial Park for our annual tree lighting ceremony. The 3 parking lots that will be affected will be the City Annex on Jefferson, the city parking lot just south of Walls Legal Service, and then Rotary Centennial Park. We'll want to have those 3 parking lots shut off. And then the city usually sets up all of the street, or brings the street signs out, sets them on the corner. We will put them in the streets to close the streets, and we will move them back for them to pick up on Monday morning. So we expect probably between 3,500 and 4,000 people downtown, people of all ages. And we're just seeking permission to be able to do Christmas in the City in 2024.
Questions by board members for Mr. Kimmel?
Is there anything new about this map from last
The
year?
only thing new about it is this is the map that was supplied by the city. They said that this is the map that you'd want to look at from now on.
But as far as the closures go, they're all the same.
The
as last
closures
year,
are the
right?
same as they have been for
Okay,
the last
that's what I
several
thought.
years. Yeah. We have a carriage ride that the first year went up, if you remember, up Warren and then down Cherry.
Yeah,
We found out that really didn't work, so now they go up the alleys and down the alley.
okay,
So they stay in the alley area.
okay. Great, thanks for the reminder.
Any other questions for board members regarding the event? Okay, with that, we will call to question the event for approval. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. All right, Mr. Kimmel,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Christmas in the city again.
Yay. All right. Moving on, we have a sidewalk closure request. We have Mr. Buzzard. You come to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please.
Address,
Name and address for the record, please.
Joel Buzzard, 16 Market Street.
Okay.
So I would like to close the sidewalk in front of our office. I've got a dumpster permit currently, and I talked to Adam about closing the sidewalk. I've got some debris up there that the only way to get it down is to put a dumpster below the window, which means I have to put the dumpster up on the sidewalk. So, you guys probably want to know timing or something like that. Doesn't really matter. I'm pretty flexible. I could do it next week. It's going to take me maybe a day or two. So it's just a matter of logistically not hurting anybody. I mean, trying to figure out how to get it laterally into the dumpster presented some obstacles. So
Questions by the board for
What's
Mr.
the
Buzzard?
address?
I think that's the easiest way to do it. 16 East Market. Yeah, I figured I'd call the street department or something and see if they'd barricade it off. So, I mean, we can put it back in such a way that no one can get around it, like we did this once, but then we had to move it because we shouldn't have put it there. I didn't realize that at the time. So, I think we can get it closed. Like I said, I think I need maybe a day or 2 or 3, but I can let you know.
Yeah, if you
So
just
can
want to
give
let
me
me
a
know.
window or a week and say, it's fine this week, then we'll put it up there, and as soon as it's gone, we'll move it back. I think we're about done on that side as far as taking stuff out of there. I don't know
Yeah, I'm not aware of anything in that area that would restrict as far as time frame. So if
Okay.
you're planning next week, that's fine. Just let us know in the engineering department, the day before that you do it so that
Okay.
we know it's coming.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Is the sidewalk closure far enough down that it's not getting near Anticology to their business? Or?
It wouldn't affect them if people were wanting to walk east away from their place. They'd need to go across the street and then go
Okay.
down and around. So I don't see it affecting.
Other businesses?
Other businesses,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if it was staying right in front of there.
No.
So are we gonna get with you and then set a timeline?
Yeah,
Specifically,
I would
maybe
just
a
have him-
2-day,
Yeah, I would just have.
sometime next week?
Yep, I would just ask Mr. Buzzard to let us know the day before that he does it, just so that we are aware.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't have any. I talked to him about protecting the sidewalk and all that, so.
All right, other
think we're good.
questions for Mr. Buzzard?
Need a motion.
Oh, sorry. Do we have
I'll move to consider Joel Buzzard's sidewalk closure request.
pending?
We need a motion to talk about it, right?
Oh.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I move for full
Well,
approval.
pending
Pending,
meeting with Mr. Guttross.
Yeah.
So a motion?
yeah.
Okay. All right. All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? Same sign? Okay.
Yeah.
Get with Mr.
Thanks, Joel.
Guttross and set something up. It's very repetitive. Thank you all for bearing with me today. Okay. And we have our very own Mr. Krauskopf, our communications director. come to the podium, sir. Oh, do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. State your name and address for the record.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Kroskoff, the Communications Coordinator. What we are looking to do is bring on a independent contractor for translation services so that we can translate more of our city communications into Spanish. The person that we have discussed doing this with is Veronica Briles. You might know her from Purdue Extension. She's volunteered with the city's Environmental Stewardship Board as well, native Spanish speaker. And she's agreed to translate up to 600 words a week for 16.67 cents per word, or $100 a week. And then she will help with distributing that as well to the Spanish-speaking population that she has a lot of ties and connections to. It would also be available on the city's website, and then we can, with links provided to help disseminate it further. Any questions?
Questions for the board? Okay, with that, we will call to question for approval. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you.
Okay. All those opposed, same sign. And we have approval. And since we have, we're moving on to ordinance enforcement. We will open public hearing. Move on to my next script here. We will open public hearing on 455 Crescent Avenue. Are there any members of the public to comment on the matter at the matter at hand today? Not hearing any. We will close the public hearing portion on 455 Crescent, and we will open up discussion on that. Motion to open up discussion. Mike? Can I have a motion to open discussion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and second. Commissioner Paul.
All right, good afternoon. The owner is Laura M. Bennett. Last known address is 455 Crescent Avenue. The order of enforcement was issued on August 8th, 2024. There were 9 unsafe violations, 9 minimum housing violations, along with 16 corrective measures for compliance. The deadline date on the order of enforcement as written was October 7th, 2024. I have not had any contact with current owner since the notice of inspection or the order of enforcement. The property was sold during last year's tax sale. Tax sale purchaser is, they're assuming that they will take possession in mid-October, November. They do plan on doing the renovations. I had a conversation with them, and my main concern was just getting the outside cleaned up, the trash and debris picked up that's around. They are the ones that's been mowing the property, but by law, they really can't clean it up and remove stuff from the property, so they just threw some of the stuff on the porch so they could mow it. So my recommendation on this one is to affirm the order of enforcement as written with that deadline date of October 7th, 2024, and then we'll see where they're at in the process, whether they take possession or not, and then come back on that date and do an update at that time.
Questions for the board for Commissioner Paul?
Did you say the possession date was?
They were assuming sometime in mid-October, November, when they should be able to take possession.
So we may have to extend if they don't take possession before?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, do we have a motion to affirm the order by Commissioner Paul for the October 7th?
So moved.
Second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, we'll affirm the order for October 7th, 2024. And let's see, this will, at this time, we will See, we will move on to the matter of 422 Frederick Street.
Yes, the owner of that property is Kathleen Bartram. Last known address was 422 Frederick Street. That order of enforcement was issued on July 31st, 2024. During the August 19th Board of Works meeting, the board did affirm the order of enforcement with a deadline date of August 30th. A few days after the meeting on the 19th, I did speak with Mrs. Bartram, and she explained that she was in the process of trying to sell the property. So, and it was in her wishes to sell it as quickly as she could. I just explained to her what the process was and what it was looking like and everything. So at this time, my recommendation would be to modify the order to allow the owner additional time to complete the sale of the property. I would also recommend instructing me to seek bids for demolition, just in the event that the sale falls through and she's not prepared to meet any deadlines. So we could seek bids for demolition, have them back and ready to open until October 7th, during the October 7th meeting. So recommendation would be to modify the order until October 7th and direct me to seek demolition proposals for the garage to be opened on October 7th.
Questions by the board? Sorry. Do we have a motion?
I move we modify the order of enforcement to October 7th and seek demolition proposals.
Second.
All right. So we have a, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, we have a motion to affirm the order for that October 7th as well. All right. So that puts us for order enforcement. Yes, okay, moving on. Not aware of any miscellaneous items. We're good in order. Moving on to consideration of the paying the bills incurred by the City of Huntington for accounts payable. Is there a motion to authorize the payment of the bills incurred?
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion and second. Any further discussion and consideration for the bills incurred by the City of Huntington? Not hearing it at this time, I will call to question in favor of the approval of the paying the bills of Huntington. All right, motion carries. Is there a motion for adjournment? Oh, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. It's doing so good. All right, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Have a good day.
Hey! I only butchered it a little.